and basically how people got to get right and continue in the ways of the Most High. You know? Go ahead.
For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
Yep, their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Because that's talking about our own people doing what they did in the time of the Maccabees, the first Maccabees in the early chapters. They ran swift to get with Esau, man. You know, they ran swift to be rappers, population control. You know what I'm saying? That's the word I'm looking for, population control. You know what I'm saying? They ran swift to be movie stars, to get the benefits, and they'll do whatever to maintain it, man. They'll do whatever to maintain it. Damn, who that was? There had a couple people, stars all over. You know what I'm saying? They'll say something, then they have to retract their statement. You know? Even Hulk Hogan, man. You know? Only reason why they got on him because he said it on live TV. Let him been on like it's rumored. They'll just say, okay, we ain't got no evidence on you. You cool. It's just like, you know, Hogan, you can't do that on live TV. We trying to get these niggas together, and they fight. They're going crazy right now. Can't do that right now, Hogan. We gotta show the public that we mean. We mean with, you know. Yeah.
Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood and lurk privately for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
Because at the end of the day, that wicked spirit that's on you really is the greed of gain. You know what I'm saying? Women are always trying to get, they want free food, they want free clothing, they want money from niggas, they want money from niggas in the bars. You know what I'm saying? They greedy of gain. You ain't even gonna buy me a drink. Oh, I hate when a nigga walk around that day, because you know, nigga gave you something, you owe him. You know, nigga just give you nothing for free. Shit ain't gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give it. He gave you a drink, but you already know what's up. You know the deal.
Yeah. Did you take my drink and
you
don't give me the pussy? We gonna have a problem.
Yeah, taking my money. You know, I work hard for that money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just give it away. You know, strip club, you gotta take off clothes for a nigga to throw more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do something.
Out there fucking dancing in a jumpsuit and shit.
Dancing in a nightgown, you know what I'm saying? Or a wedding dress and with a puff coat on the top. You know, never take it off and leave. You gonna leave with $2.
Wonder why you ain't making no money.
Damn. I thought Pete would work this time, though.
Hey, you gonna leave with $2, and those $2 gonna be from a Buddhist.
Gonna be from old boy last week. There you go.
Verse 20. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse.
Yeah, that's right, Nate. The chief place of concourse is out in the streets. Yeah. That's right, Baloo. She cried without. All right. The internet is a part of without, but you gotta get all aspects, man. You gotta do internet. You gotta do and outside. You know,
radio. You have
radio. Yeah, all that, man. You know, you're supposed to magnify your office, man. You're supposed to, like, you know, basically try to. You know, I don't know if I said it right, but just increase in what you're doing, man. All right, you don't want to be. I just do shows. You know, you always want to do better. Okay. Go ahead.
She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gate. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yep, fools hate knowledge. You get that, not the two-thirds thing, but it's like off subject. Like, at least we can talk about it. Because they're looking at it, they don't know what we're talking about. It's not like, I don't want to, it's like I'm trying to out, you know, it's not edifying. You know, to have an all-subject poster. We're talking about two-thirds, so he did Jacob and Esau and shit like that. Because I'm talking about something else, and they're looking at that, and they're like, what the hell are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's throwing them off. If I'm talking about the call of the Lord, then it'll, you know, like I said, pictures speak 1,000 words. You know, get the Jacob and Esau sign. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Yeah, so that's how is he doing that in these times? Through us, man. He damn sure ain't doing it through the pastors that's condoning that, because don't the scripture say in Matthew the 5th chapter that any man that teaches somebody not to keep the law, he shall not be written in the book of life. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High said, and Yahushua said that he has not given permission for the world to not teach the law. He said all the prophecies got to be fulfilled before you take out any law. Okay? Go ahead.
Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproofs. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yep, you will mock when your fear coming. So now when that y'all do all that, like y'all fucking Gandhi himself and try to shit on us as men of the Lord, y'all got hatred in your blood, or you can't judge nobody and this and that. When it's time, when all hell break loose, you're not gonna be ready for it, man. You know, you're gonna be new booty, man. You know, the gates are gonna fall, man. You know, it's like you're stirring up the hornet's nest and you hitting that motherfucker while a nigga pouring honey on you, man. And don't know that fucking gate gonna unlock. You gonna hear that and motherfucker gonna turn green, and you ain't gonna be ready for the onslaught. But you was antagonizing it, man. So when your congregation come and pour on you like a wave, like the elder said on the recent video, I believe it was the week before last, saying, look, and our job ain't to get in the fray. It's 2/3 job to get in the fray. We just gonna watch and enjoy the show, man. Laugh and shit. You know, it's just gonna be hilarious. Like Jake last week, man. Jake, you know, had to check to straighten up some Edomites, man. You know, that shit was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. We didn't, don't do that, brother. Well, hey, brother, come on now. No, he went to throwing them around and shit. You know, shit was hilarious, man. You know? Money. Yeah, taking their money, you know, I ain't saying rob them, but, you know, he gave it legally, but, you know, street cred wise, he got robbed. You know, but legally, in Esau's judgment, no, he didn't get robbed. He gave him the money. When somebody snatched him, fuck the money. He got jacked. Ain't how you yeah, you don't want the bird, yeah. Even number one, yeah, that'd be 650 gig. Pie face mission. Pie face mission. Like, carry hold up, motherfucker, you know? So that was punk, you know, but that was beautiful. So when Esau start coming down on you, 2/3 coons, 2/3 of you coons, they're gonna be laughing, man. I can picture myself on a rooftop, you know what I'm saying, with binoculars just like looking.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, with binoculars just laughing, man. Dying laughing. Watching a white boy run up the street. There's a bunch of niggas chasing him. What's up, cuz? What's up? I'll be dying laughing. Like, these niggas is crazy.
You look at the 92 riots out in LA.
Yeah. Dragging them niggas outside the car. He's trying to get there. Yeah.
And he trying to get the.
It's hilarious.
Niggas swerving on you and shit like
that. Hey,
when you out of your car in traffic.
Yeah. You know, seeing a bitch run, she can't even run. You know what I'm saying? They can knock her out and drag her up. Like, oh, she's gone. They got her. You know, gotta be quick. You know, I'm up there dying. Rolling. This is gonna be the most entertaining time of my life. I don't need no game. I don't need no TV. That is going to be the most entertainment. That's going to be better than the Super Bowl. And they went into triple overtime. And they made a new rule in the middle of the game to keep going. You know?
Somebody has to win.
Somebody has to win. It's just 2 kickers. Everybody got injured and there's 2 kickers playing pitch-up tackle. So it's like, it's going to, man, you know, it's going to be way entertaining. Than any UFC. It's going to be more entertaining and more bigger build-up than the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight, man. To see that, man, you know, it ain't gonna be no competition, man. It's gonna be like the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight. Y'all thought Esau was gonna put up a fight, but then you're like, God damn, they a bitch. Oh no, look. You know, we're dying laughing. You know what I'm saying? So, got some more of that?
Yes, a little bit to this part right here. It says, Then shall they call upon me. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Most High, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof.
They would none of his counsel. What is his counsel? It's the scriptures. Thou shalt not lay with a man, and thou lay with a woman. You should never put a God before him. You honor thy mother and thy father. Indeed and truth. Don't covet another man's wife. You know. Don't commit adultery. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not covet. You know, y'all despise all those laws. Eating catfish, eat the dietary laws. Y'all despise that. Made excuses to do it. Got mad at people for telling you not to do it. You know? If somebody tell you, even if they in the wrong, they tell you, man, that's the Most High telling you. That's it. If a eater might come up and say, bro, you know, I respect what you're saying, bro, but you need to grow your beard, bro. He walk up to one of Nate's camp. You know? You ain't nothing but an Edomite. How you gonna tell me? But hey, yeah, you ain't got no beard, you shaving it. You can curse him out, you got your shit. Now you better grow that motherfucker quick.
You wanna know.
You know? You want to know in the world, you owe him one in the spirit. Yeah. You know? You won that battle, but the war is yet to come. You know? Go ahead.
You know you might have won something. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Yep, that's it. They're filled with their own devices. They think doing all these things in America is right. They're looking at us like we're wrong. They're really so filled with their own devices that they get mad. Like they really like, they ain't the way of the Lord. What are y'all doing? You know? They're filled with their own devices to the tip top. Okay? Go ahead.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me, shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
That's right. So we're gonna be quiet from fear of evil. We're not worried about them when we talk about martial law and stuff like that. A lot of jakes don't want to hear that because it makes them scared. Man, you talking about all that for, man? Being a negative Nancy, man, let's live it up. Like, you scared, man, when a motherfucker tell you, look, man, they about to go come, they preparing to come ride on us. You know?
Like the scriptures say, through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't get persuaded, you just, hey, you 2/3 for sure.
Yep. Yep, so with that being said, we're going to say death to America, blessings to the elect, dumb honors to the apostles / elders, which are GMS. We give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, say shalom.
Shalom.